they come here also. I don't want to name them, but they have the same motivation. So it all depends on you. Third point is very important, is that we talk about the Buddha. Buddha left the kingdom because he found the kingdom is a waste. He did not leave the kingdom of lot of money. He had a level of dispassion, one reason. Second reason, because he found that if he practices meditation there inside the king palace, his dad is not going to spare him. Because at the time of the birth, normally an astrologer is invited in India. It was a form of a ritual. Let the astrologer predict what he is going to be. So his father invited the astrologer. Astrologer said two options: either he become the one of the greatest king, or he become a monk. So his father started thinking, if he become a monk, then who will take care of my kingdom? So he created a Las Vegas in his kingdom. Or Sin City, you can say, all kinds of pleasure, gambling, wine, etc., etc. And since birth, he lived until 16 years of age. So he had all the sinful experiences, if I say so. Many Buddhists may attack me, may react to me, but that is a fact. But if you have some impression inside, and you have a commitment to that particular thought, or you have a commitment to awakening, you may be living in the Sin City. It doesn't make any difference. You need not to go to the Himalayas. Buddha never went to the Himalayas. So after 16 years, I told you the story. He wanted to visit the kingdom. He saw the sick man. First time in 16 years of his life. You see the commitment, inner commitment, and your previous impressions that takes the form of a desire for self-realization changes you everything. Doesn't matter in which place you are practicing, whether in the Himalayas or in the plain. So a horse cart, he was sitting in a horse cart, and Buddha was sitting on the back, and the driver was there. And he saw that, what is this? This guy is a sick guy. Who is this? No, after 16 years, he does not, because his father prevented him to live only in the Sin City, where he could not see the dead man, he could not see the sick man, all the guards, the servants were prevented to talk about anything negative, except the pleasure. Now, two things. We are chasing the pleasure. He was forced to enjoy the pleasure. What I said? He was forced to enjoy the pleasure by his dad. We are always chasing the pleasure. Now, 16 years he lived, and so he said, "What's a sick man? Who is this?" The driver said, "He's a sick guy." "What do you mean by a sick guy?" "No, everyone becomes a sick." What? Buddha, amazed. You see, we see a lot of people dying and the sick in our family, in our near and dear ones. Mind is not at all. Mind takes it by default. So it means I don't have that intense desire for awakening. I get into the pleasure. He was forced into the pleasure. But now, it means I should also become sick. The driver said, who knows, Everyone becomes sick. Sickness and the health are dynamic states. So I will also become sick. Master, your dad told me not to tell you, but now you have seen it, so it is a fact. What? And he went, these thoughts went inside. How many times? Oh, my near relative is suffering from this illness and he has been in coma. Oh, okay. It does not attack my heart. It does not make me a seeker. And then he saw a 90-year-old guy with a stick walking on the street of his kingdom. He said, who is this? Your dad told me not to tell you, but you have seen it. So everyone has to meet this fate. Buddha said, I will also become? Yes. There's no difference between the prince and a normal people. The nature is democrat, Whether you are Elon Musk, you have to become old. You cannot remain young. You see, I'm answering that question that if you go to the Himalayas, can you awaken and realize? No. Yes, both.
I understand.
So now the third point. I will also be, yes. Nature is democrat, It doesn't spare whether you are a prince or you are Elon Musk. Or anyone. So he went into the contemplation, reflection. In the meantime, the four people, normally when a person dies, the four people prepare a bed of bamboos in India, and the four people keep on their shoulder of the dead body to the cremation ground out of the respect. So a dead body was passing by. He said, who is this? He's died. What do you mean by died?